In the fast-paced morning rush of 2026, the line between breakfast and confectionery has been completely erased.
This is a pumpkin spice frappuccino. It has 65 grams of total sugar. Do you know how much that is? 16 teaspoons of total sugar.
We've been conditioned to believe that as long as a food item contains eggs, oats, or a maple glaze, it belongs at the start of the day. However, international food regulators and health authorities have begun to push back. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Due to astronomical sugar content and the specific ratios of refined flour to fat, several iconic morning staples now meet the legal criteria for desserts or flour confectionery in various global jurisdictions. When the sugar-to-protein ratio tips too far, you aren't eating a meal. You're eating a cake with a morning marketing budget. 1. Dunkin's Frosted Coffee Rolls. Why number 1? This item contains more sugar and trans fats than a standard slice of chocolate fudge cake. The Dunkin' Coffee Roll is a classic, but in 2026, it remains one of the most metabolically aggressive items on the menu. With over 60 grams of sugar and nearly 400 calories from refined carbohydrates alone, it lacks the fiber or protein necessary to be classified as a sustaining meal. In some European markets, items with this specific glycemic load are taxed as luxury sweets rather than bread products. 2. McDonald's Fruit and Maple Oatmeal. Why number 2? The Health Halo hides a sugar content that exceeds a Snickers bar. This is the ultimate breakfast deception. While oatmeal sounds virtuous, the preloaded brown sugar, cream, and sweetened dried fruit bring the total sugar count to approximately 32 grams. Because the oats used are highly processed, instant varieties, they lack the complex structure of steel-cut oats, causing a blood glucose spike identical to eating a bowl of ice cream. In many nutritional databases, it is now categorized alongside pudding due to its liquid sugar base.
Starbucks just unveiled 3 new drinks that sound delicious, but when you see the amount of added sugar here, it's early for Halloween, but it's still downright scary. The average American eats about 20 to 25 teaspoons per day. This is 3/4 of the allotment in one drink.
3. Starbucks Cinnamon Dolce Latte with whipped cream. Why number 3? Liquid breakfast items often bypass our internal fullness sensors while delivering dessert-level calories. A Vinny Cinnamon Dolce Latte is functionally a warm, liquid sundae. With 14 teaspoons of sugar and a heavy dose of flavored syrups, it meets the legal threshold for a sweetened beverage dessert. In 2026, many health-conscious regions have mandated that these drinks carry a warning label regarding their contribution to metabolic syndrome, as they provide 0 essential nutrients despite having the calorie count of a full lunch.
Oh, that's so sweet.
4. Burger King's French Toast Sticks. Why number 4? Deep-fried breading combined with high-fructose corn syrup dipping sauce. French toast, in its traditional form, involves eggs and whole bread. Burger King's version is a highly processed dough that is deep-fried to create a crisp exterior. When paired with the provided maple-flavored syrup, which contains no actual maple, the dish is essentially a deconstructed donut. Legally, the fat-to-sugar ratio in these sticks aligns them more closely with churros or funnel cakes than with a protein-based breakfast.
This latest move covers ingredients such as fat substitutes and certain preservatives used in everything from deodorant to e-cigarettes. As the trend toward healthier restaurant food continues, Panera Bread is planning to cut at least 150 artificial ingredients from its menu by the end of next year. Diners are moving to healthier food options and restaurants are responding.
5. Panera Bread's pecan braids and cinnamon rolls. Why number 5? The sheer volume of icing and refined flour places these in the bakery dessert category. Panera markets itself as a clean bakery, but their morning pastries are some of the most calorie-dense items in the aisle. A single cinnamon roll can contain over 600 calories and a staggering amount of saturated fat. In several 2026 consumer reports, these items were flagged because their serving size is nutritionally equivalent to eating 3 standard glazed donuts. They are chemically and nutritionally indistinguishable from a birthday cake. 6. Wendy's Cinnabon Pull-Apart. Why number 6? A collaboration designed specifically to bring a mall kiosk dessert into the drive-thru. Wendy's recent foray into the Cinnabon partnership solidified the transition of breakfast into the dessert realm. This item consists of warm dough bites drenched in cream cheese frosting. It contains no fiber, no significant protein, and a massive dose of sodium to offset the sweetness. It is marketed as breakfast purely because of the time of day it is sold, but under 2026 labeling laws, it is categorized as a pastry-based confectionery. The morning crash science. The danger of eating dessert for breakfast is the insulin roller coaster. When you consume 50+ grams of sugar before 9 a.m., your pancreas releases a massive surge of insulin to manage the spike. This leads to a sugar crash by 10:30 a.m., causing brain fog, irritability, and intense cravings for more carbohydrates. Expert tip: if a breakfast item has more grams of sugar than grams of protein, your body will process it as a dessert, regardless of what the box says. The convenience of the drive-thru often blinds us to the chemical reality of what is in the bag. In 2026, the breakfast dessert is a billion-dollar industry built on the fact that sugar is addictive and cheap. By recognizing that these items are treats, not fuel, you can reclaim your morning energy. The goal isn't to never eat a cinnamon roll again, but to stop pretending it's a balanced start to your day. The final verdict on the morning dessert trap. The evolution of the fast food breakfast is a cautionary tale of marketing triumphing over physiology. In 2026, the food industry has mastered the art of breakfast washing, taking high-calorie confectionery and rebranding it as essential morning fuel. When we choose a French toast stick or a maple-laden latte, we aren't just making a poor nutritional choice. We are entering into a metabolic contract that guarantees a mid-morning slump. The high concentration of refined sugars and processed fats creates a cycle of inflammation and hunger that dictates the rest of your day's eating habits. As global health authorities move towards stricter labeling, it is becoming clear that transparency is our best defense. The legal classification of these items as desserts in certain jurisdictions is a wake-up call for consumers to look past the oatmeal or fruit labels and scrutinize the actual grams of sugar. True breakfast should provide sustained energy through complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, and proteins.
And I guess we all don't, we don't all read the labels enough. A lot of people just sort of buy the thing and go for it, but there's value in reading some of these labels to understand what's in the stuff that we're consuming.
Stop, and you don't necessarily need to, just get super worried if you're a little bit over that, but just really listen to your body and watch for those signs that we listed.
By treating these fast food staples as the occasional treats they truly are, rather than daily necessities, you can break the cycle of the morning crash and protect your long-term metabolic health.